Skip logic. Skip logic is a more advanced feature and function in market research in the survey building. But as all other features on AYTM.com, it's made so easy that you'll be up and running in a no time. Let me show you how it's done. So skip logic or branch logic is a way for you to divide your survey takers into different branches, into different channels based on their answers. For example, my first question asks how often do they eat out at the restaurant? And people who say never, you know what, I don't want to ask to spend their time answering questions on which appetizer they like, etc., because they never do. So what I do here, I click on this little rabbit and I say that, you know what, if you selected never, you can exit the survey. That will be the end of the survey for you. In other cases, I don't want them to go away. I want them to follow up with additional question that is relevant to the answer that they gave me. For example, people who said that their preferred best appetizer is oysters. Only these folks I want to go to the question number 3, which is exploring oysters in a greater detail. And it might be a series of questions, but in order for me to make sure that only those people see that group of questions about oysters, what I do is specify all other people. I route them to the question number 4, which will be jumping over question number 3. So 4, 4, 4, 4. Oysters will be continuing organically to the next question, and none of the above will be also going to the question number 4. Here's another example. Now, question number 4 asks, do you often order desserts? And the next question, the last question in my survey, goes through the different dessert options. Again, if they are not qualified for this series of questions, I just want them to finish the survey on this note, and the rest will be organically routed to the last question. Let's test how it looks in the preview mode. So first of all, I'm going to answer never, and sure enough, the survey will be done for me at that moment. When I select anything else, I'll be continuing with other choices, and let me pretend to be a wild oyster lover. I'm gonna click here, and my next question will show that particularly relevant content for oysters lovers. I can zoom in to see it closer. I can move on, here is my question: do you often order desserts? If I say no, I'll be ending the survey here. If I say yes, I'm going to be presented with additional question about desserts. So this is the general concept. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to change if you changed your mind or decided to do a different flow inside your survey. The other thing is that this system is smart. We don't remember just the numbers of the questions where you want to jump. We remember the semantic link. So let's say that here I specified, you know what, I want to jump to number 4. But later on, you created another question about oysters. Let me just clone this image. Let's say that here I used something else about oysters. I don't have a proper image, but just bear with me. Let's say that this is another illustration or another sub-question about oysters. So now the question that used to be number 4 became number 5 because it was pushed by this new question. And look at this. The skip logic is now pointing to the number 5, not number 4. We remember that I wanted them to skip over to this question and continue with my entry. Now, what happens if question number 5 ceased to exist, if it was accidentally removed or I decided to do something else with my study? So if I remove this question, my skip logic will remove itself automatically for me. I'm going to undo that by clicking Ctrl-Z on my keyboard, Command-Z for Mac, and show you the other thing. Let's say that all of the choices, for some mistake, I decided to specify that all answer choices should jump to the question number 5. In this case, guess what? Question number 3 and 4 will become orphan because nobody will ever have a chance to see them inside the survey. Now, it doesn't produce any awkward situations because they will just not be seen by anyone, but you paid for adding those questions, and we don't want you to pay for something that will not be used and will be seen by nobody. So if you made that skip logic mistake and you try to check out the survey and proceed with it, we'll tell you that, you know what, questions number 3 and 4 are orphaned. So we can either delete them for you if you click here, or we can give you a chance to fix the logic for yourself. Let's see, if I click delete them, you will see that they're deleted. And you can continue with your survey.